My friend, my name's Wago Howard. Today we're doing a behind the scenes. I have to get a lot of stuff done. Other than that, I want to just answer some questions. Maybe be here for a hangout space for anybody who is doing this thing. I teach in Hilo, Hawaii, so if you are interested in having lessons, maybe go to bigislandtinyfootprint.com. Check it out. Other than that, I'm working on a web page, working on a Patreon thing so I can just offer more and then maybe start getting something that would help monetize it. So if you do like this channel and you want to help with our goal today, we're going to be looking for a super chat. We're looking for a couple subscribers that really enjoy music theory and want to do this sort of thing and just watch behind the scenes and watch me do my thing during work. This has been a channel for a couple years now. Honestly, I do quantity over quality. I do apologize. However, a lot of the things I do, I really enjoy. And if I were to put a lot of effort into it, I don't know if I would ever get done with them. So today, what I want to do is show you behind the scenes of what this looks like. If I could get somebody to throw a little fun in there, the super chat, we could go talk about other communities that are building music, art, friendship, stuff like that. And if you dig on what this actually truly is, it's just one person taking time out of their day to answer some music questions in a particular way. There isn't really a huge difference between my channel or other channels, depending on how you view those. I don't do editing, which means that there's not going to be like some sort of chord chart over any of my songs. You have the internet, you can figure that out, right? And then as far as like just doing stuff on this channel, the whole point is to answer these questions, answer question for you, and then drive you to become a subscriber. That's really what it is. That's my goal for the day. And I hope that it goes along with what you're doing. Today, we're probably going to just do something for our ukulele, a couple of videos that hang out with our guitar. Once again, my name is Wago Howard. This is what I do for a living. I'm slowly making the transition over from labor to music full-time and having a good time with it. So if you are in the comment section, can we keep it nice, clean? I like to, this is not a kid's channel, but what I like to do is keep this kind of clean so it's kid-friendly. Today I'm going to be doing some videos for the channel, which will come out. One will come out in just a second. 4 chords, thousands of songs. D major. This one's number 5 out of 10. What I'm going to do is just make sure, one, I'm in tune. Hope everybody's having a happy holiday. I don't know if I'm warmed up. I guess I'm warmed up enough. So if you have a request out there, throw it out there. Otherwise, you're just going to be watching me doing my thing, trying to get through a little bit of my day. And what does that mean for me as a musician? Frankly, just me going through a bunch of different concepts, putting them out on videos, trying to help people understand, enjoy, and appreciate music for a little bit more than what they just get at face value. Here we go. All right, what are we doing? Key D. My. And today we're going to be doing 4 songs you could possibly do. These are just progressions. We're going to be in D major. The key is D major if we're in tune. G, C, E, A has a D major in it. We also have an E minor. We have an F sharp minor, a G major, an A major, a B minor, and then we have a C sharp diminished, and it goes right back to our D. Now, instead of the C sharp diminished, it's really kind of weird, hard to see our system by just taking this B diminished, C diminish, C sharp diminish. You can also just play an A7. Being an A major is the 5th of the chord. Major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, D major, B minor, C sharp to D. So for this song, well, we can do some sort of reggae groove. If we throw down a pop and then a downward stroke, we can get this kind of like one and feel. One and two and three and four. This is a great way to develop a right hand rhythm or a third hand rhythm, and then throw some chords into it. Let's try our minor third. Let's play our F sharp minor and then our G major and then our one chord D. We can do this over and 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 over again, and then eventually throw the relative minor of D in there. Hit that B minor. This is going to give a very, very interesting way for us to hear this one drop. F sharp minor, G major, D major. I would say go through it 3 times ish. That sets the feeling of maybe if you're building a motif or a melody, you can do the motif or the melody and then change it on the last one. Here's our last time, F sharp minor, G major, and here's our B minor. Great way to do this is to vamp between a D major and then a D sus. This would fulfill the 4 chords, but you can use these in any orientation. Meaning, if you have time, try to do this with every single chord inside the key of D major. You would have maybe like your E minor, F sharp minor, G major, then a D. This is also a progression within a progression. So if you're used to playing just chord progressions that have been just basically a 1-4-5, like a D major, A major, and then a G major, you're looking at having chords that are just kind of stagnant. If you play the relative minor of G major, you send down an E minor. That's in the key of D as the minor, E minor as the major second. So being able to do the F sharp minor, well, the F sharp minor is the relative minor of A major. So you're truly alone when you're dealing with diatonic chords. If you have any more questions about that, put that in the comment section. Otherwise, try to check out pop, drop as our rhythm, and then D major is one of our chords. F sharp minor with or without that pinky up on the C sharp. Either way, open A works. And G major, if you noticed, I used the second fingering of F major to play a G bar chord, which does not allow for an open G, meaning we could have staccato notes. If you enjoyed this, thumbs up, put something cool in the comment section, and we'll see you for our next adventure in the music. Oh yeah! So basically, that's what I do. I whatever streaming conscious comes to mind. Oh, that's about it. What is this? Engage with my audience. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, welcome. Thank you for being here. Tell you what, if you want to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, it's going to help out in the long run, isn't it? And remember, if you make a request, that just means that you're trying to do a how-to video in real time. I'll throw it. If I don't do it. Eventually, I'll go ahead and take it back out of here so I don't get a copyright strike on any of these live videos. Ba-da, dun, 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 dun. What up, Tech? How you doing? Tell you what, I joined a metal band. I'm going to be playing with them next December 14th, I think, on a Sunday sometime. We're gonna be making songs that should be metal, into metal, and or just doing parody stuff. So the songs we have chosen right now are "I Want to Pet Your Dog," "Bro Him," bro is. What's the other one that's really fun? The one from the Karate Kid movie. You're the best. Nothing's ever gonna get you back. So I'm really excited to do that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Plus, these guys are fun metalheads, and I'll learn a lot. I always enjoy playing with new people. What are you up to today? I saw your video the other day. You posted on the cars with the lights. That was cute. Yeah, and I like the holidays. I like the joy of it too. I'm just not into the whole capitalism thing. I think it's one because I never have money, and two, holidays are kind of a sore spot for me because my family kind of just when I was younger, just for being a rational thinker with critical thinking skills. Which is amazing. So, long story short, you know where I'm coming from. I dig the holidays and the lights and the food and the festivity, the music too. I'm just not too terribly into the whole uh, non secular aspect of it. Let's see here. But yeah, today I'm just hanging out, putting up some material and content. I realized on the channel I've done absolutely nothing with videos that are ready to come out. And what I want to do is, I'm wondering if I should change from doing uh, quantity to quality, like actually putting chord charts and stuff like that in here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm bummed with the commercialism. And each year I'm like, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But the whole idea is, generally, what's going on here? I have a network here. The whole idea is sometimes I just try to do too much and I'm overwhelmed. So by the time the holidays come, I'm always in that mood to be like festive. It's really taxing, isn't it? Hey, does anybody have any fun holiday plans? Are you planning on traveling? Oh, good God, I couldn't imagine doing the flight thing right now. Oh yeah, I bet. I've seen that. I'm scared of it. I am super bah humbug when it comes to that. Can you not upload videos? Huh. I guess you can't upload videos while you're doing live. How crazy. Anywho, yeah, if you got holiday plans, I hope that you're safe out there. I know the world's a little bit crazy. So hopefully it's not too crazy this year. I've got a couple students that always love doing the holiday songs, so I'm teaching a lot of Carol of the Bells kind of stuff right now. Do, 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 ba-da-bum. Now that song's gonna be in my head. I listened to it like 100 times the other day while I was cutting along. Long story short, it's in my head right now. Very good orientation of the music and the layering of it. I should probably do a how-to video on that. Anyway, let's see here. Let's do another video. I bet you I missed the cold, but I don't miss the cold. It was in the Midwest, so I never got like the wonderful snow. It was always really, really wet snow, and wet snow is the worst because all you are is just like completely wet and miserable the whole time. It's basically what it was at. That's basically where I'm at in life. I'm wet and cold, trying to do two things at once, and I suck. Um, I think I want to do another one of the ukuleles. That was coming up with different motifs. If anybody's in the comment section right now wants to help out with a key D, you just play what comes to mind. I've been trying to keep these diatonically centered, meaning don't fray or go away from the chords that are in the key D, the seven notes. However, adding a sus here and there, or adding a sixth chord, nothing bad about that. Ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-ba, ba-dum, ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Has anybody heard the song Doreen by Frank Zappa? Doreen, yeah, yeah, you let me wait for tomorrow. Oh, please go away. Let me love you tonight. And we can find you. And then he say, I want you. Oh, please do it. I love you tonight. Wheeze in the kid. One, two. My friend, we are going to be playing thousands of songs you can play with these four chords. They don't be in this order. My name's Wago. If you dig it, thumbs up, put something cool in the comment section. In the key of D major, we have a one chord. This one's called the tonic or the foundation, the root. It's where all the magic happens. Why? In the key of D, we have two differences than the key of C. C major, when we go to the key of G, we add A sharp and F. So it changes all the notes that we would see through the eyes of C or through the eyes of E major. Either way, we are going to be playing the key of D as two sharps. F sharp, which is in the key of G, and then we're going to be playing C sharp, which is now in the every other key that is a sharp past this point will carry these sharps. Let us play something fun. Let's do like an E minor at one of our chords. I'll play slower. E minor. And we also have a chord that will be a G major. This is our four chord. So we're going from our two chord to our four chord. And then we're going to be playing a B minor and then a one chord. This progression is called a 6-4. I'm sorry. 2, 4, 6, and 1. We say do this with a magical down and up. These are going to be eighth notes, and we're going to kind of swing this. We've got this kind of feeling of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we play the G major is going to be that foundation of our subdominant. And then when we move away from the subdominant, we're building a little bit more tension. And then we're going to be jumping right back to our D and on our foundation. The whole point of this is to feel the flow between the E minor and G major, which are relative major, and then B minor and D major, which are also relative major minor. When we're doing this, that 6-8 feel, if you want to put a 3-4 feel into it by going 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a great way to stretch this out. And then if you want to try and play finger style, the same chords that you would use, like your E minor, you can also use the secondary finger. Allows you to keep this finger here and just move one finger for the G to the E. When doing this, if we pinch the outside notes and then the inside notes, giving a note to that first one, and then a quick quarter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is a great way to set up some dynamics. Maybe that sus chord. The whole point of having fun moving around is to enjoy the process of seeing how you do that, how they're super close to each other, and they're relatively the same thing. So here we go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take those two chords progression all in one time and see if it makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 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 and it's a magical way to set up yourself with a progression. If you enjoyed this, put a thumbs up with something cool in the comment section, and we will see you for our next adventure with 4 chords. Oh no, there's some audio stuff going on. Let's hear. I generally don't go live from the MacBook computer because you get like a little feedback. So I don't really use the audio on here. It's muted. I usually use my phone. How's the audio now? Is it any better? Frankly, I with audio and technology. I'm really at a point where I'm very frustrated and upset, and I should be grateful and happy. Hey, what up? Oh, it's definitely bad. Maybe I should start a new or not do it at all. I just wanted to hang out and have fun. Long story short, maybe this is the worst possible time and opportunity to do this. Anywho, let's see here. Did it get any better? No. All right. Well, I guess thanks for being here. I'm gonna jump back on from my normal. I guess I won't try to get on the YouTube here on the channel. I don't know why it switched. Oh, you know what? I know why. I'm sorry. How about now? I was I was watching a live stream of myself doing the live stream rather than looking at the YouTube studio. Is it better now? See, I'm a dummy. If the audio is better, tell me if the audio is better now. Nice. That's what I thought. You're my boy, Blue. And I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams. You're great music, great. Oh, good, good, good. Well, Groovy, I'm just doing a little bit of work today. As I said, technology, I'm just the worst at. I get it now. I had this open in another screen, therefore I was doing two things at once. It was like, hey, dummy, knock it off. So, how you doing there? How's your day? Do you enjoy the holidays? We were just talking about that. I like the holidays, but I'm not a big fan of the weather or the capitalism of it. Other than that, I really enjoy just the whole process of getting groovy. Magic on four strings. Yeah. Ukulele is fun because it's really just the top half of a guitar at a certain point. I never thought to look at it that way. I consider myself pretty proficient at guitar, but always room to learn. And what this has allowed me to do is it has allowed me to get rid of the E and the A and to think differently. So rather than thinking like D, F sharp, A as a D major, I think G, B, D as a G major, being able to think in different terms. I'm not a big fan of summer. I like fall and winter. Here in Hawaii, there really is no turning of the leaves. There are a couple things that turn, but not like it does in the Midwest or even up in the New England territories, like the Rhode Island area where the leaves are turning that kind of switch over from like where it gets kind of okay warm to cold. That's my favorite time. Ken Parker died. Who's Ken Parker? Am I crazy? Oh, the Luther. Let me look it up. Should I know? Do. Manchester Archtops. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Well, rest in peace, my good man. I hope they had a good time in life. What up, Mr. Smith? How you doing? You know what? I was just thinking about you yesterday. Have you ever done like a what's the word? Collaboration? I mean, I watched your last videos where you got together with the group and they played piano and you did the drums over the top. I've never done anything like that before. Maybe it'd be fun to try a collaboration. I don't know. If you're interested in something like that, maybe we could try it. Technology is the bane of my existence. Right now, I'm trying desperately to figure out how to do technology and to get better at being able to understand it. So maybe I'm not the best person to link up with. But if you've got patience of gold, I might be the person. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I do like the ukulele. It's lots of fun. I teach a lot of ukulele here on island just because we're on, in Hawaii. But the long and short of it is, I definitely can get down with some ukulele music. It's really pretty too. Some of the chords. I generally would not think about this chord on a guitar unless I was trying to be moving around to get a diminished feel. But here on the uk, when you're playing a diminished, it sounds like every other diminished. So they're actually kind of swapping it. Cool. That'd be fun. Right on then. Yeah, I like your playing a lot. Also, I love the feel, and I think that just being able to communicate with other people, doing the email thing, figuring out how to use a program is probably at the step I'm at to try to learn how to lay down some tracks. And like, if somebody gives me a file, seeing how I can move that over, record it over the top. So it could be interesting. Baja should be played on Bajas. Yeah, I think I've done one tune. Let's see here. I do need to check something here on my YouTubes, although I can do it later. Let's see here. We are putting together some pretty cool stuff on this channel, which essentially just means this. I've got a guy helping me work on a web page. I'm not really good at tech, as I was just saying. ClickTrack is our friend to be able to collab. Yeah, I like playing with the ClickTrack, no problem. To date, every single project that I've been a part of here on Island and then recording, nobody uses a ClickTrack. In Oakland, that's all we used. You'd set a ClickTrack, drummer would throw down the groove, and then we would move through it and layer on pieces for recording purposes. That's actually how I wrote music and learned how to do that. So I'm kind of blown away that people are not and do not here. Whatever. What are you gonna do? Do. My friend. We are gonna be playing 4 chords. There are thousands of songs, and if you choose to learn these 4 chords, well, gee golly whiz, you'll be able to play thousands of songs too. This one's in the key of D major. We have a D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, and then we've got our C sharp diminished, and it goes right back to our D major. When we play these chords out of these 7 diatonic notes, we have D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and D. What I'd like to do is show you how to play a D major. And when we play our finger across the whole entire secondary fret, we get a D6 or a B minor 7. If we remove our fingers and play just our first finger on the first fret of the C string, we get a C sharp, then an A, and then leave the E and the A strings open. This gives us our 5 chord. And then if we play it as a 5 dominant, we actually are playing a C sharp diminished. This chord progression would be a 1 chord, a 6 chord, a 5 chord, a 5 dominant, or what we would just call a diminished chord. Because on ukulele, without the other strings that aren't there, we've got 4 strings. If you're playing a guitar, you'd have different ones to give different tones, higher and lower. This just simply has this note. So our C sharp diminished or A dominant works quite well. You could throw in both of these. If you're not familiar, it looks exactly like your G7 or B diminished. When we move it up, we get a G sharp 7. Here's our G sharp. Or we get a G double sharp 7, which is exactly going to be your C sharp. Now remember, all diminished chords can be moved around, so you can swap these out if you want to. If not, no worries. Here's what it would sound like if you played it slowly. And what I'm hoping is we can do a little mechanism where you see what an accelerando is. In terms of music vocabulary, an accelerando is where you go from a certain BPM and then you slowly and gradually increase that BPM until you reach the desired tempo. I'm not going to go super crazy, but let's see what this old hand can do today. Here's our D. Here's our D6 or B minor 7. Here's our A major. Here's our A dominant. Each time I do this, I'm going to get it just a little bit faster. Opposite of an accelerando is called a de-accelerando, where we go from one desired tempo, we slowly maneuver our progression to get ever so slower, and then we do the same thing, giving each beat equal temperament. One thing that generally happens when you play an accelerando or a de-accelerando, unfortunately, we tend to get a little quieter and a little louder because the veracity unto which you would play these notes makes the contact a little harder. Let's see if we can do that same swing, but keep it dynamically at a mezzo piano. almost becomes like I got a little louder there. Almost becomes almost like this ostinato strumming technique. Anyway, if you enjoyed this today, put a thumbs up, put something cool in the comment section, and maybe share this with somebody you haven't seen in 7.3 years. Another video, lots of fun. And as you can tell, I don't put a whole lot into this, but I do enjoy the process of making videos, and I'm hoping that somebody will stumble upon this and go, oh, cool, vocabulary word, and it just becomes part of their psyche, rather than saying, learn this, or here's a vocabulary word to learn. Maybe somebody will just pop up and go, oh, that makes sense, and then it just internalizes. Oh, cool, meeting people, guitars and such, Mr. Smith, guitars and such. Let's see here. And if you have holiday plans, please be safe. Whole bunch of stuff going on in the world right now, and there's a whole bunch of people going to be flying. So hopefully everyone can keep their heads on and let cooler minds prevail. I know how it is to get on out there. My friend, 4 chords, thousands of songs. If you could learn to play these 4 chords and or the nonsense that's in this video, you might enjoy the ukulele just a little bit more. The key of D major has a D, an F sharp, and an A. Notice that sharp? Well, we borrowed it from the key of G major. G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, F sharp diminished, or D7, and it goes back to G. Well, when we go up 5 notes, G, A, B, C, D, we are working ourselves around the circle fifths. C major, no sharps, no flats. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. When we go to G major, we then have the same scale, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. No matter where you play that F sharp, it will always have the same peaks and troughs. Just sometimes your oscillations get a little faster. So when we're playing D, F, and A, no matter where we play that D, F, and A, we achieve a D major chord. For today's explanation, we're going to be doing a G major, which is a G, B, and a D. It is the 4th chord in the key of D. G major, E minor. We're going to be doing an F sharp minor. What did I say? A major? Sorry. D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor. We could do like a C sharp diminished. Ooh, C sus. C sharp diminished sus. Or we could just do an A7. In fact, let's use that happy little accident as part of our expression today. Play the 7 chord, which is going to be like, you know how to play a G7, correct? F, D, and B. Well, when we play the G, F, D, and B, and we play it in a secondary fingering, watch what just happened there. I took off a first finger, I moved a second finger where that first finger was. When I put this one right here and then bring the pinky on, I get the same exact chord, just in a different finger. Well, move this all the way up a major second and put a finger down. And what we achieve is the C sharp diminished. Now, we're going to slide a pinky out. So we have a suspended chord, and then we're going to pull it back, and then right into our 1. How fun. Now we're going to do this 2 different ways. We're going to do it with our C sharp diminished. After we do that, the second time through, we're going to throw our D major and put a D sus4. Well, what's the 4th note in the key of D? D, E, F sharp, G. Cool. So when you play a D major and you throw that G in there, it gives you a heightened sense of dissonance. And then when we get rid of that 4th and bring it back to our 3rd, that resolution always is going to feel great every single time. That's what the 4th scale degree and the 2nd scale degree are for in music. That's what their purpose is. I shouldn't use the word for, F-O-R, with F-O-U-R. Silly. Anywho, when we're playing this, we can do this. See how I put a pinky up and got that high D note along here? It felt like it had this nice foundation to land on. I would say you could do the same thing with an A sus. So what we're doing is we're 5 chording it. We're using the A, C sharp, and E. Get rid of that C sharp, throwing a D in there. And when we have our D, A, E, and A, and then we remove this D note and we bring it right back to our C sharp by removing a finger, just keeping the finger there, it has a resolution. Let's watch to see what this this looks like itself. I dig it. Lots to play with here. Accelerando and a day crescendo at the end. If you enjoyed this, thumbs up, put something cool in the comment section, and we'll see you for our next 4 chords, thousands of songs. Fun. Oh, that was a fun one. Da-da-da-da. I wanted to do like. So what would that be? C sharp diminished sus. But that wouldn't be called a C sharp diminished sus. You could actually even call that like a G sharp minus 7. So yeah, that would be more like a, I guess, G sharp A. So yeah, that is more like a, not an augmented though. Major minor if you want to. You can do it that way. That's a weird one. Yeah. Anyway, I'll play with that one later. If you are watching me diatribe about the nonsense and you enjoy this kind of funny, fun stuff, I would say hit that subscribe and like button. Other than that, I am going to probably give away some memberships. I haven't done that in quite a while. And that allows us the opportunity to meet new people, make more connections. Let's see here. Yeah, let's give some memberships. We have 5 of them to give away. And remember, if you get a membership, feel free to stop by any of our different live streams. Ask questions. If your name is blue or your name is green on my screen, I stop what I'm doing and I devote all my attention to you. Joe Knows. Ooh, Richard of Carver. I've talked with them. Oh, also Some Fly Guy. How very cool. Some Fly Guy, Kelp Tone, Joe Knows, and Birdfinger. If you haven't checked out Birdfinger, go check out their channel. Birdfinger is one of my moderators on my channel. I enjoy their channel very much. When I go home and I'm decompressing, I like to watch their videos and hang out. I generally ask Bird to do rare songs that only probably he and I know. And then we destroy them. It's lots of fun. Let's see here. And if you want to throw a little Skrilla in there, the whole idea about hanging out here is to enjoy music, enjoy the lives. If you are, very cool. I appreciate you. Other than that, if you can, maybe go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then share this with somebody. And right now, I'm just doing uploading videos, as I have a lot of content on this channel, but I always want to keep it flowing. And unfortunately, I have a lot of time, not a lot of time, but a lot of good ideas. So I just want to make sure I can put these into fruition. I have a schedule that I work from. I put it on my phone and I try to do it each week, but the last couple months have been really stressful and heavy and hard for me personally. My mom died, and then I've gone through some trials and tribulations. I would like to get back into therapy. I would like to do a little bit more volunteering. I'm trying to influence my local community to start subscribing and to support local music, which is very hard. I feel like I'm pulling teeth. Oh, thanks, Hab. Yeah, I'm still processing that. My family and I weren't close by any means. My parents and my family basically disowned me because of the way I believe. Now, I didn't handle things the best way I possibly could, but now that I'm an adult and I understand what's going on here in my own life, I understand what this is. Very much 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to start on the 10th and I'm just going to keep going. That's where I'm going to go from there. So long story short is I'm dealing with that. I've got a lot of anger and a lot of resentment that I need to let go, or else I don't think I'm ever going to flourish as an individual. So if it's a testament to anybody else that's dealing with a little hardship, I don't believe in anything and I don't believe in myself, and that has to change. So I believe that you might believe what beliefs are and that there might be some omnipotent God out there pulling all the strings or you have free will or whatever. But I just think it all falls flat in 2025. So until God proves himself to me, I am God. And so are you. And I will put my faith in you when you put your faith in me. As far as like going outside and like praying to humana, or eating some transubstantiation or believing in purgatory or decompositionalism, it's just a bunch of human nonsense. So I'm sorry to hear about that. Loss is hard, especially when you don't know how to deal with life. I think that's where I'm at. I didn't quite know how to deal with life. Didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye to my mother. My father kept that joy from me because he's just an alcoholic, lying, narcissistic person. And I don't really have a way to make amends without just saying, I forgive you, and then letting it go. It's really a hard one. So that's why having people to talk to and having therapy is really kind of good. That's why I'm a musician. I write music that makes me feel. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So one of the songs I wrote is called If Only We Were One. And, why not play that right now in honor of my mother? And I don't know what your grandmother's beliefs were, but I assume they were more closely related to the old school. But my condolences to you. This one's called If Only We Were One. It's an original. Why not have a little fun while it doesn't work? It's good to see you too. I've heard your fantastic stories. Can almost remember those times. Heard those words as they came out your mouth. Faith is something you find. I believe you believe what beliefs are ingrained like rivers do with rain. God is the first at the table, cursed by those who have to blame. If only we were one. If only we were one. If only we were one, we'd find us. What up, Richard? Welcome. Yeah, I got a membership. Tell you what, check out all the member-related stuff. Sometimes I put out new stuff that only members are privy to in the beginning. Sometimes I do members-only live streams, which is lots of fun because it means that you have all the opportunity in the world to ask me as many questions as you possibly can. I'm not sure which membership you got, but if you got the membership that meets on Tuesdays, that means from 12:20 to 1:20 Hawaiian Standard Time, I answer questions. So if you have a question like, what is a triad like that, I can explain that to us and then go through any other series of questions and really make sure that the concepts really sink in. If you like to discuss something that I don't know, I can ask one of my teachers. And hopefully, I learn something too. Every time I do this, I learn how to communicate. I learn how to do something new. And eventually, it all just amalgamates into the same thing. Music fun. If only we were one, we'd find her some. Find her some. Aw, thank you. I've heard your fantastic stories, can almost remember those times. Heard those words as they came out your mouth. Faith is something we find. I believe you believe what beliefs are, green like rivers with rain. God is the first at the table, cursed by those who to blame. If only we were one. If only we were one. If only we We'd find her some, find her some. I've never sung the baritone part on there. Anywho, today just hanging out and doing a little fun stuff. I am so glad that we gifted memberships. We're seeing Mr. Richard of Carver here. We've talked before. Some Fly Guy, if you could check out their channel as well. Some Fly Guy plays music as well. Lots of fun stuff there. Birdfinger got one of the memberships, and also Birdfinger has a really fun channel where they do music as well. Check it out. Joe Knows. I don't know if I've chit-chatted with Joe Knows. I know that I've seen comments by Keltone. And I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody. Remember, when you get a membership here, try to see as many things as you can. The whole reason why I do memberships like this for $1.99, it helps support the channel. In fact, the $4.99 membership, actually none of the money made off of here do I ever see. I put it in a bank account. As soon as that bank account has enough money in it, then I'm going to do something fun and special. Other than that, I just want to be able to figure out what this channel is supposed to be. Or I'm 45. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. Music is it, though. I'm making the transition from labor to music, and hopefully it takes off. If not, hopefully it's fun while doing it. The last song was called If Only We Were One. It's an original tune that I wrote maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago, 14 years ago. Played it with a bunch of different bands. Now that I live on island, I've played it for a couple people. I really enjoyed it. I like writing music and playing music, which is counter than what I guess anybody else would hear. So rather than playing a song that's like, baby, 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 3 chords, baby, yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe a chorus, baby, 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 I love you. Then back to the chords that are just the standard chords that you play in the standard song. Then you end music. I'm not really into writing the songs that would make it on a radio, I guess. Here, let me play a little tidbit of another song that I wrote. It's called Loon Tune. Most people, this is right over the head, but I really enjoy it. It has this, oh, wait a minute, wrong key. Whoa, whoa, yeah. No, yeah. As you can imagine here in my head, I hear everything. I hear the bass. I also hear like trumpets. Like jazzy stuff underneath. I hear drums that are like bum 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 dum dum there are just all sorts of things inside of it that nobody else hears because it's orchestrated inside my brain. What I've learned to be doing is write them out for every different instrument, put it into a writing program, and then have a piece of paper, which is a chart of a song that I've written to back, recorded inside of a studio, and then it's on the Spotify. That is my goal for this year. I want to get the music out of me that I've been playing for the last 10 or 15 years, put it on an LP, and then be done with that. I can play it again, but the whole idea is I want to write music with musicians that want to write music. That's the whole goal of this channel. This whole channel expresses what it looks like to be a middle-aged man and try to follow your dream. That's basically what we're doing here. And tell you what, I get the privilege of teaching 3 days a week. I got to say, it's one of my favorite things to do. Right now, I should be doing a family lesson with 3 young students, but we're taking a quick break, so I've got some time to hang out. Feels like forward thinking a peace-filled weekend festival, reaching the soul. Groovy. Yeah, I would love nothing more than to get rid of the ego and the narcissism and the center of being that is the Wago show. And I get it. I feel like the next step is to find people who also want to do what I want to do and take myself out of it and think of it more like a group thing and see how I could be of service. I've always wanted to be of service. Being in service as a musician, I feel so much more grounded now that I'm in my 40s. And I feel like there is a purpose to all of this, and that the whole point to move forward is to enjoy myself in this life. So I'm trying desperately to fix my reality where my mental, physical, financial means and how I feel are kind of all the same, not one acting like this. So that takes, when a mother dies, taking it for what it is. We weren't that close. I wish I was closer. I should try harder in the future to have an open mind about things and let people be themselves, because I missed out on a lot of things that other people got to do in life. And it's my fault. I take accountability. So the whole thing I'm looking forward to putting my heart and soul into all that I do. And mostly that's my music. I love my wife very much. And both of us are looking to do like a music community center here in Hilo, Hawaii. So long story short, it could be a destination for you in the future. I'm looking forward to getting a drug and alcohol free establishment with a surf safe kitchen, a stage, and then a bunch of different rooms to be rented out by musicians and then recording if can. If I had the perfect scenario, I would have a mental health technician, a therapist there, and a massage therapist, and a dance studio. I would combine some of my favorite aspects of my reality and put all of the arts into one place, and then just wake up every day doing that and enjoy that till I'm too old and my body doesn't work anymore and die. And then I get to experience the next really big fun adventure. Life is the first one. Death is the second. I'm very much looking forward to it. Yeah, super balanced. But yeah, I don't have it all together. I'm still working out the kinks. I need to ask more questions, and I need to ask for help more often. So that's where I'm at in life. If that makes sense to anybody else, I hope that you had fun today. Let me see. I think I'm done doing the what am I doing here? Today's the first. The 4 chords. I think I want to play a little guitar, which means I need to change my calendar. Give me 2 seconds. I did 7, so we're on 8. Save for future events. Yeah. So let's see here. Does anybody have a song request they would like? Maybe I could do a song request. If I don't know it, I can show you my process on how I use my superpower of music theory. Essentially listening to a song, figuring out what key it's in, figuring out the tempo, and then going from there. And I don't think there's enough coffee in the world to keep me going today. I guess some of the things I'm looking for too, if anybody could help me, I'm looking for somebody who does drawing that could do backdrops. I really like these backdrops. They're about $4.99, $5.99, but I'm supporting Jeff Bezos. I don't want to do that. I'd rather support somebody 1 through 5. Yeah, I can do that. I want to support somebody who does different types of artwork. So Shine On You Crazy Diamond is kind of a hard one to explain because it does come with different parts. The first part of which being the capoed part, if you want. If not, you could play it in G minor. It has this kind of like, I don't play it as a traditional G minor. I play it as this G minor. It's like a G minor. We mute the A, play the 7, play the, what is that, the 9? Yeah, the 9. And then when we go up here to the D, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, da. I use that pretty much, and then I throw out my D minor 7, and then I do a C minor, and then I go to the G minor 7. Before I add that, I do a different version of the D minor, and then down here, and then I do C minor again, I will play a D minor 7 down to that G minor chord. If I remember correctly, it does that one time. The next part does G minor, C major, F major, G minor. Here I keep the bar and I lay down a C major cage position. It gives me an E flat major. When I move this down a half step, I get a D major. And then an F major to that G minor. That completes the end of the first motif. So these are all kind of like ethereal, spacey feelings. There's this intro over the top of it that has this 8 on the D string, and then a 6 on the B string, and then open on the G, or sorry, yeah, on the D, and then open on the E. So it feels like this. And the weirdness about this is this note right here gives you a dissonance. How beautiful is that nonsense? So that's why I like David Gilmour's writing. I think that that's the perfectly appropriate chord or perfectly appropriate note for this actual song. When doing that intro there, you have that. The bass keeps that down. So remember to keep this slow with the G minor. And at the end, when you get done doing the G minor, C minor, G minor goes back. Now, there is a fourth part. We're only working on the first part right here. It has the intro. And then the second part is actually the first part and the second part are the exact same. So when you do the intro and you go into the verses, you're going to have, remember when you were young, half step down, turn it into a major, and then up to a B flat. Shone like the sun. I always walk up the bass line, regardless if there's a bass player with me or not. It just sounds great. That same chord for the E flat. Shine on you crazy diamond. That's the feeling. Watch what I did there. I had the E flat with the D in the bass, C minor. You can either do a B flat right here, or you can stretch your fingers out. I prefer to do both, I guess. If I was on electric, I would do this one. If I'm on acoustic, I do that one. And then it goes down to the F. And then it has... It does a build up. Shine on you crazy diamond. Down, 2, 3, 1, G minor. In the crossfire. This is a really fun chord. We're going to use a G major 7. So move all of these notes down 2, 3, 4, 5 on all those. And then if you can, wrap that finger around. If you can't get that note, play your top notes here like you're playing a B minor. Put a finger up top and then wrap a finger around it. This will also give you a close note. The whole idea is you just don't want that A note. So you kind of lift that finger to mute that. Hope that makes sense. Caught in the crossfire of childhood stardom. And then a G minor 7 with an F in the bass. Blown on the steel breeze. That's a C9, which means you're going to be playing C major. And then you're going to be putting up your 9 up here, including the minor 7th, that B flat. Or else it would be a C add 9. Ain't nobody got time for that. Does that make sense? I hope this is worthwhile for anybody who's actually watching this. After doing this, we would move to something that does our breakdown. Blown away on John on the breeze. E flat. Come on, you target. Our E diminished. Well, we can play it in a couple different ways. I really want to show you the one that's the easiest to play. You would play your E major right here. You would flatten your 3rd. You would flatten your 5. And that's what gives you your diminish. Now, an E diminish here when we're playing it can either be your C7 or your E diminish. I would say just play your C7. It makes more sense. So we've got, come on, you target from far away laughter. Come on, you stranger, you legend, you martyr and shine. That whole phrasing was E flat major. You could do, You know what? For the Gilmore tone, rather than doing C7, just lay a bar over your second fret. It would give you like a D major 7 with a E in the bass. So you'd have a 9. And then put up a finger here and hold over just the top. Or you could do 2, because that note would be a suspension in there. Either way, they're nice. Over the top of it. Here we go. E flat. Come on, you target from far away laughter. Come on, you stranger. We're doing a B flat with an F in the bass, D minor 7, D dominant 7, and then G minor. Here's where that first guitar solo comes in. You're going to be probably wanting to go to Martin Music or someplace else that has the tabs. But the whole catch behind this is when you're doing the groove in G minor, try to think of yourself playing in B flat major and then G minor as well. The whole idea behind this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, all those notes are in both chords. So if you know your pentatonics, these are great. The minor pentatonics, 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6. If you move this up here with your middle finger, you get 6, 8, 6, 8, 5, 8. That's not right. What am I trying to accomplish here? Oh, yeah, there's 6, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 6, 8, 6, 8. So the E strings are the same, and your B string is the same generally when doing pentatonics. Everything else has like a minor third, major second. So these are the notes you use. Shine on it, down on it, down on it, shine, shine. That one note that you're throwing in there is the note that makes your mode the mode. So when we're playing G, that note is our F sharp. The reason why this is interesting word, I'm not going to get into a whole thing, but you're playing something called harmonic minor. When we utilize that note, we are putting back in the major seventh of the key that is its common chord tonality or relative major. G minor is a G, B flat, D. G major is a G, B, D. These three notes are the closest in all of music that any notes will ever be to themselves. Therefore, when we play and sing those, they're very relative. I hope that makes sense. Oh, groovy. Yeah, I hope you do. So shine on when we're going through here, the E flat with the D in the bass, C minor, B flat, and then to F. The second thing we do is, you were caught in the crossfire of childhood stardom. And it's like a G minor major chord. So how about this? Let's just play it as an augmented. That works. A G minor major, if we're doing it, is an E minor and raising our tone so we have our moving tone in there. So you can even do that. You could even have like a or with the F sharp on the bass. Come on, you target for far away laughter. Come on, you stranger, you legend, you martyr and shine. G minor pentatonics work quite well for Gilmore sound. Remember when you're doing that F back to an E, that helps. We could also use the F sharp as our lending or leading tone back in the G minor. This concludes like our first section and second section and then goes to the third. Now the third is just the jam. On the jam, we have the G minor, C, F, back to a G minor. E flat, D, F major, G minor. Does our walk down again. It does the G minor, C, G minor, E flat, D, G minor. Here's where it becomes interesting. G minor with an F sharp, G minor with an F, G minor with an E. Now we're just moving a tone. E flat. We're going to walk the chord up. And that definitely is our augmented chord. Our diminished goes, you can use them either way. And then right back into our minor. Remember when you were young. It does the outro there after that. The part 4 turns into part 5. And that's just the singing of the end. Remember when you were young, shone like the sun, shine on you crazy diamond. Now there's a look in your eyes, like black holes in the sky, shine on you crazy diamond. Come on, where's it go? Blown up and down, caught in the crossfire of childhood stardom, blown on the steel breeze. Come on, you target from far away laughter. Come on, you stranger, you legend, you martyr, and shine. Really cool tune. Shine is probably one of my favorite non-Dark Side of the Wall songs. The whole album in and of itself is wonderful. If you want hey, Kristen, happy belated birthday to you. Everybody in the comments section, check out Kristen Gerger. Wish her a happy birthday. Thank you for being a special part of our lives here and a special part of all of the music community lives. You make a magical mark on everybody that I talk to, and I'm thankful that you're alive. I hope everything's going well for you today. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see here. I'm just hanging out, playing some song requests, doing some fun, weird stuff. The whole thing about showing the motion work. If you know Shine On You Crazy Diamond well enough, not on Dark Side. Shine is its own collective, its own LP. You know what I mean? So it's like a five-part song. And there are other songs on there, but this is the one that's really, really, really kind of cool. If you know anything about Pink Floyd, they have back in the day, you didn't just write a song. you wrote a concept or a how do I explain this? You wrote multiple songs that kind of felt like they went together. Most of the artists back then did that. Shine On You Crazy Diamond is part 1 through 5, and then there's a 6 through I think 9 that is the second part of it. In the album version, it did all of those, and then the continuous version in 2025 they released the continuous mix of it, which is really kind of cool. And basically it was about Sid Barrett's, from what I understand, it's about talking about Sid Barrett's experience with becoming famous and how it is. Hey, Fab Daddy. How are you? I'm going good. Everybody give a big old thank you and love. Show some love for Mrs. Chris Kruger out there hanging out. I really sure do appreciate you hanging out with our channel and for all you do. Just remember, there'll be a special part of our community center if it ever comes into fruition. If nothing else, all the monies that we're collecting here is going to a bank account. And inevitably, we're going to do something really cool and musical with it. That's the whole point, to enjoy it. So, other than that, on Shine On You Crazy Diamond, you can hear it just for the parts. I don't know. I would say check out Pink Floyd in its entirety if you haven't watched all the different Pink Floyd stuff. Some of my favorite stuff as a bass player starting off was to learn the bass parts. Like for, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's really hard to play in 7 when you're thinking about it. So learning how to play the bass and the guitar part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3 was kind of really hard in the beginning. And after doing it for the last 25 years, it becomes easier. So I can tell you that I've written a few songs in 7, but really it takes a very comparable band to do that and a very comparable drummer to be able to get it. Oh, low-key birthdays are always the best. When you're not required to do anything. Cool. Kristen, do you like your birthday being near Thanksgiving? Do you like the shared holiday kind of idea? I've talked to a couple different people about how their birthdays are near like a holiday like Easter or Christmas or something like that. Say they don't mind, but secretly some people do. And Rachel would be here, but I think Rachel's working today. And if Rufus was conscious enough to have a YouTube channel, I'm sure he'd be on here asking for treats. Other than that, I've got about half an hour before my next student comes in. I'm really stoked to see them. Today, I was just doing a little bit of housekeeping, trying to do some of the regiments that I like to do. Like one of the things I do is strumming for Satan. Does anybody in the comment section know of a song that has the name Satan or Lucifer in it? If so, drop a song below. I've done as many as I could think about songs that have that. Long story short, there's a lot of secular, non-secular stuff out there, but nobody really gives a lot of praise to the Dark Lord, which is made up. So I just want to give a little fun for that. I started off doing like Charlie Daniels, Devil Went Down to Georgia. Then I did some Frank Zappa, Titties and Beer. I think that was a great one. There is not enough coffee in the world today. Yeah, no, I agree with that. When you're growing up, it's like, why? But now it's like, yeah, let's get it done in one fell swoop. Or people that try to pass off, the gift for the gift. I think it's where it's at. Yeah, but in the Strumming for Satan series, let's see. We did Teddy Swims, Devil in a Dress, Fish, Cavern, Black Sabbath. We did Nativity in Black. Beatles, Devil in Her Heart. Have you heard that one? She's got the devil in her heart. Cake, Satan is my motor car. That was a fun one. Ooh, Devil Makes 3. Fun. You got a new one for me. Yes. Devil Makes 3. Let's see. This does sound vaguely familiar. You and Me and the Devil Makes 3, I think, is a line from a band I know. Devil Makes 3. Devil Makes 3. Oh, it's a band. Oh, groovy. So I could choose any of the songs. I wonder if there's a song that has devil in the name or the title that they do. I assume most bands that have that have a self-title. Devil Makes 3. If nothing else, I'll listen. Devil in a Red Dress. Ooh, who's that? Devil in a Red Dress. Is that Roy Orbison? Devil. There will be a Jubilee. Poison Well. Ooh, I'm going to have to, Devil Makes 3, Graveyard. I'm going to have to make a deep dive. What's your favorite Devil Makes 3 song? I'll do that one. Whatever your choice is, I'll do a how-to video on it as well. Have fun. Let's see here. Devil in a Red Dress. Let me take a picture of this so I don't miss it. I'll save it for later. Technology. Devil in a Red Dress. Kanye West. All right, I'll give Kanye some love. I don't really know this song, but I'll look it up and I will do it. Excellent. Thank you for the heads up. I'll put that a part of my series, the Strumming for Satan series. Also, if anybody knows Kanye West personally, tell him therapy's okay. When you see somebody and talk about it, things get better. That's all I got to say about that. He seems really stressed out. Then again, I don't know much about him. Must be weird being in the limelight. But last thing I heard was about the school near where I lived in California called Donda Academy. That turned out to be a complete flop, and he ruined many young students' lives because narcissism, I think, is the bottom line, and a little bit of mental distress. Other than that, if anybody's dealing with anything towards the holiday, reach out to somebody. See somebody. Talk to them. It makes you feel better. It's way older than him. Okay, well maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Devil in a red dress. Oh, there's Teddy Swims. Chloe Adams, blah blah blah. Who? Well, let me look up who done it. Who did it? Who did? Who did? Who did? Who did? Who did? Who did? Who did it? Who did it? Rick Ross. Okay. Well, cool. I'll look it up. Jesse James Alexander. Spaceman Zach. Okay, there's a lot of people that covered it too. Right on. Well, tell you what, I've really enjoyed today. If you have a request out there, you have something special you want to hear, please put it here right now, because that's what I would love to do to get a couple ideas for the how-to videos. Otherwise, if you like my original music, request something that I do. Other than that, maybe I could play a little tidbit. I found my other capo, so my capo songs don't sound so horrible now. These strings are extremely flat. I can't wait to get some brighter, crisper strings. Capo actually helps. Sympathy for the Devil, Black Sabbath. There we go. I did Nativity in Black. Cool. Lots of great ones. Sympathy. Oh, it says it's Stones here. Cool. I'm not a big fan of the Rolling Stones. I mean, I think Mick Jagger's sexy as all get out, but I'm not a big fan of the music. It's like sloppy blues to me. Whatever. One person's opinion. Me and the Devil. Yeah. John Nelson Darby, with your likely friend, mostly brethren, always doing your part. John Nelson Darby. Man, these strings are flat. Yeah. Tell you what, I really enjoyed playing for us today. I'm feeling like I got flat strings. I've got no inspiration except for the few songs that I just ascertained from the people hanging out here in the comment section. I do appreciate you. Thank you very much to Kristen Kruger for always being supportive in multiple ways for our channel, not only our channels, but music communities and art communities in general on YouTube, and I assume in their own local community. Give a big shout out to Kristen Kruger. Go check out their channel as well and drop a happy birthday note to them. Thanks for hanging out today, Fab Daddy. If you're hanging out still in the comment section, thanks for being a part of this. We gifted 5 memberships. Thank you to our new members. Hang out on the channel if you want to, ask questions. And then from earlier, I would absolutely love to chat about doing a collaboration Click Track with Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith plays drums. If you have an opportunity, go check out their channel and become a part of the music community that's being created right here on this channel. If you dig it, my name is Wago Howard. I will be back tomorrow, 12:20 to 1:20 for members only content. We are going to be talking about how to read music on stage and then how to improvise with just a single progression. We're going to talk about a little music theory for the ukulele, guitar, banjo, mandolin, piano, and voice. Every week, join us for members only content. And if you are out there and you are breathing, and I hope you are, have a good day today. Aloha. John Nelson Darby with your